Yeah, so why isn't she running? Like, why? Like, I don't understand. Get in the car and drive, maybe? I don't. Her motivations and, like, her, like, does she have any kind of, like, inner thoughts at all? Like, it's so weird. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Old Lady Reacts. I'm the Old Lady, otherwise known as Michelle. I'm a huge movie buff, and this is my channel where I react to mostly action and superhero movies that I've never seen before, but also other stuff that looks interesting or new. So this is a controversial one. Sounds like there was a lot going on behind the scenes during the making of Don't Worry, Darling. But the movie itself seems to have like a lot of widely split opinions. Rotten Tomatoes has it at 38% and 74%, which is a really big split for a newer movie, especially one that's like not an action or superhero film. So that's going to be interesting, I think. From what I've heard, it's kind of Stepford Wives-esque, but with a twist, maybe a little bit of like WandaVision and The Firm thrown in there too. I really like Florence Pugh a lot, from Black Widow and Hawkeye, of course, but also from the most recent Little Women movie, which is absolutely beautiful. I haven't seen anything with Harry Styles. I don't even really know his music much, nor have I seen any Olivia Wilde movies. But Harry Styles was who showed up at the end of Eternals, right? Like, am I remembering that correctly? You guys will have to remind me. So before we get started, please subscribe so you can see all of my reactions, and then check out my Patreon if you're interested in participating in polls, having early access to videos, watching full-length reactions. Hop over there, become a patron to support my channel. All right, let's dive into Don't Worry, Darling. Good song. Night and day. Night and day.
Your wife is drunk. She's babbling nonsense right now, and she's pregnant, and so she needs another drink to get that baby healthy.
She's pregnant. Have another drink and cigarette. Oh my God! With martini glasses too. Like, don't touch them. They're gonna fall.
Drink them all.
Of course, they're not very full martini glasses, I gotta say.
You can't leave.
Why not?
Because you're not feeling well.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, I forgot to tell you.
Let me make you feel better, husband.
I'm coming home, baby, now. I'm sorry now I ever went.
What is this?
Security level, yellow. All employees in transit to Victory headquarters.
They all go at the same time. What is this? It's interesting, like you can't really see it. Is there anything going on behind the expression there? Like I can't tell. Great nails. Oh. Empty eggs? What the hell?
Hi.
Oh my God. I don't know, I'm not breaking out my dishes even for that. We'll just like push them up farther on the table, that's fine. I love little models and I mean, clearly look behind me, they're all little miniatures.
Yes,
Very interested.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
You're so creepy.
Creepy, yeah.
I feel like they sleep upside down. Do they wear masks?
I feel like they sleep upside down.
You're lucky to even know who he is, let alone be standing in his house.
You're funny.
I'm just excited. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I was just excited.
Wow, weird. Okay, what the hell is going on?
Why the hell are we here?
Yeah, do tell, dude. Because something's not quite right.
I look around, I see another reason why I'm here. Once unfamiliar faces, strangers, one and all, now.
It's weird that they would let that lens flare be there. Like,
intrepid explorer, this brave young Robinson Crusoe who's choosing to
Because
join us on
these weird
this
lens
adventure.
flares.
Bill, thank you for being our partner in this.
Like there shouldn't be a lens flare right there. Like that, they're not shooting into the light. The light's coming from the side. It's very strange. Is it a thing, or is it an accident?
Food at home, a house cleaned, and discretion above all else. And that...
Discretion above all else? It's so odd.
You are my rock. I would not be here without you.
Again with the lens flare, like right in front of his face. He's just gonna watch, okay. And she's gonna watch him watch.
It's true, you don't have to worry about the weather or learning to drive. Ugh.
I love driving. No, you love Jack teaching you to drive. That's foreplay.
Slightly different, yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, I know what they say, you know, development of progressive materials, but...
Well, what does that even mean, progressive materials?
And that it's all happening underground because Frank discovered...
I was going to say, there is somebody standing right there. Like, who is that?
Just as vital. What we do at home, supporting them, taking care of them. Without that, they couldn't be out there changing the world.
They could, actually. They'd be just fine, but they wouldn't be as comfortable. Or they could just hire housekeepers. What the hell? Oh my Lord.
What you want. I want you to focus on the sacrifices you make by standing still, by not going after what you know you want.
Of course. How convenient that would be.
Courage, it takes faith. Saying, I will stand this pain, this hurt, this effort, knowing that what I want is waiting on the other side.
Yeah. No thanks. Oh. Is this like the Truman Show? Where even the sky isn't real? Are they like in like a dome?
Oh my God. What's wrong with you?
I wouldn't want to walk out there. It's no sunscreen, in those shoes, in a dress. Like she's gonna have to like go over the mountain. It crashed like behind the mountain. At least she's got flats on though, I will say. She's gonna get like horrible sunburn if she doesn't get killed by some scorpion or plant or something. It's like even in the desert, even the plants can kill you. Not that seem to be a lot of plants out there, but they really like their lens flares in this movie too. I don't know what the heck? I'm starting to recognize that song now too. What is he doing?
Okay, so I'm making that roast, the one you made for my birthday.
Is Harry Styles British? I thought he was American. Why does he have a British accent?
I don't think these mashed potatoes are going to work.
That's because you need to boil them first, baby.
Is he trying to mash raw potatoes? Dude. Oh, dear.
Until tomorrow.
What the hell? Oh, my God. Oh, weird. Okay. Okay.
No, don't.
Okay. That escalated quickly. This is not gonna... Oh! This is other people, okay.
You know what I do, Alice? I'm a technical engineer.
I know.
Yeah, that in general, that's what you do.
But what are they doing?
But what project are you working on? Oh. It's so odd. What is going on?
Is there a bug going around?
No, not that I know of. I think this is just run-of-the-mill exhaustion.
Or boredom. How much of it is redacted? Is she going to be able to see anything? It's going to be awfully hot water. Is she going to burn herself getting in the tub? If I didn't care. If I didn't care.
You're gonna be late.
She's like losing time.
See the dress I got
That's
you?
so wacky.
Picked it out last week.
He got that dress? Okay. Weird.
Let's have a baby. And I think I want a little you.
Distract her from
I don't know, I think it'd be fun.
pursuing anything else. Oh, it'd be fun. Yeah, it'd be fun for you, dude. Oh, that was weird with the mirror. Okay, interesting. So I'm trying to figure out what era this is supposed to be. Like, because that's a rather 60s hairstyle, but the dresses are kind of 50s. It's a bit of a mishmash, I feel like. Is that Dita Von Teese? We didn't really get to see her like get in the glass.
Jack Chambers, if I could have you up here for a minute.
Jack, please, Amy, we need to leave.
Come on, everybody.
Just say they can't. If this is like what's going on, she's got to know like they can't leave the party. It's like there seems to be no way for her to control herself and have any kind of like, I know what's going on, but I have to pretend that everything's okay kind of moments.
Everybody under one roof, seeing how much we've all grown.
I feel like she's being too obvious about her distress. Because we're like halfway through the movie and we still don't know what's going on. Like the whole like, oh, there's something sinister going on. Like we get it. Like there's something sinister going on. You've said that. You've showed us that many, many times now. Is he dancing on purpose? He doesn't look necessarily... I'm like trying to decide, is he happy to be dancing? Is it like a red shoes kind of moment? Or what is it, the ballet shoes?
Stole from Dr. Collins? Because Margaret can't be hold of yourself, Alice! You are behaving like a child.
And I feel like there could be a more subtle of like her testing people to see who she can... She feels very clueless to me. Like, does she have no guile at all? Like, of course you can't confide in this friend. Like, what in her previous relationship with this friend made her think that she could confide in this particular friend? Like, there's a whole lot of shots of like her with a troubled look on her face, which like we get it. It's time to start giving us some nuggets here of what's really going on.
Don't peg.
Oh, and they all take their ties off.
Jack, you crazy son of a bitch.
Like what is it like about this guy that they're all so interested in, like everything that he's doing?
You're a triumph.
They haven't stopped talking about you. And enjoy yourselves. I'm gonna go back.
So this is the very next night after she was freaking out?
You can probably tell by now that appetizers are where I really express myself in Buck Convention.
Appetizers are where I really express myself in Buck Convention. Oh, honey. Yeah, that's the song. That song is "If I Didn't Care." It's in a Amy Adams movie, Mrs. Something's Day Out.
I'm sorry Bunny didn't believe you.
Oh, what? How does he know about that conversation?
And yet here you are, preparing dinner like a good girl.
Like a good girl, okay.
No, it's famous.
If you want a partner, I'm yours, man.
It's a lot of pressure, I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna fly, is it?
You dropped your ticket, and he bent down, picked it up, gave it to you, right?
How
It
did
is, yeah. That's how Margaret met Ted.
So somebody without a diverse imagination is manipulating.
Frank is doing something to us.
Delusions, memory problems, hysteria. We saw these issues with Margaret and know that it's completely curable.
I don't get what she thinks is going to happen at this dinner by exposing all of this. Like, what are they all going to go, oh, okay, bye, Frank. Like, you know?
Well, Jack, I think you may have overserved your wife.
Yeah, I guess I don't understand what her goal was and like what she expected to happen.
No, I didn't enjoy myself tonight.
Planned a whole evening to sabotage me.
I would never do that to you. I love you.
But that's exactly what you just did. Like, I don't know.
You are bigger than all of this.
See, like, I don't understand why she doesn't think that they'll just like off her or fire him and like kick them out of the community. Like, she saw what happened when other people have spoken up or started figuring things out or whatever. Like, it's like there's no inner thought that doesn't come out of her mouth. Like, is it psychological? Because like the thing with the, like maybe she is crazy. Because the thing with the window.
Okay.
Well, he's gonna say okay, and then he said like take her to the hospital or something. And like the visions and things, like the lost time. I suppose it could be drugs and going haywire or something not working with however they're controlling things. Like, who knows? Because we're an hour and a half in here now, and there's a half an hour left of the movie, and we still don't have any clue what's really going on.
Baby, let's go. Come on.
I'm sorry.
The guys in the red jumpsuit's going to show up now. I mean, clearly the husbands know what's going on here, too, because...
Forceps? All right, guys. Night.
She was like a surgeon or something? What the heck?
Surgery ran really long.
Well, I'm starving. I haven't eaten.
So get yourself a bowl of beefaroni.
I don't have my phone in the OR, Jack.
Well, it'd be nice to know that.
Well, what do you... Yeah, what? If she's a doctor, she must make pretty decent money.
Society has smothered our true selves and driven us from biological destiny.
So, okay, I didn't think it would go in this direction, but I guess, okay.
I know that you are the man you say you are.
And there's a huge James Bond poster on the wall.
Psychological evaluation. Fair. Chosen nationality, British. Chosen wife, Alice Warren.
Chosen nationality and chosen wife?
Yes.
What the hell? Oh, so is this like all just a simulation, basically?
Did we crave order? Can we yield to nature's higher?
Okay, I guess.
Think about your life and what you actually want.
But not this. Like,
I have to leave every day just to make enough money to keep us here, and I fucking hate every minute of it. I fucking hate it, Alice.
Oh, so that's what he's doing when he's going to work, is like earning money to. She was a freaking doctor. Like, be a happy house husband. Like, what's wrong? This weird setup. Weird setup.
Alice, we're perfect in here.
Well, clearly not. If she's like freaking out. No, I don't want to be the kind of perfect. I don't want to be a perfect housewife. No.
Are there others?
So clearly, yeah. So clearly, some of the women know, and maybe some of like are the women that.
So all the wives are trapped here.
It would be more interesting if some of the wives chose this too.
Alice?
Oh, if she
Alice?
kills him in the thing. Well, maybe she won't be able to get out now.
Alice? What happened?
Because I feel like she would have been the one to make the choice. Oh, that's really cool. So that's their little cul-de-sac.
No, I need to tell you something, Bunny.
You need to leave.
No, this world isn't real.
Alice,
it's not
they're gonna
real.
kill you.
Frank created a program, and he created.
Like, she's really stupid. I'm sorry. Like, why is she so stupid?
In this time, he can't put you back in like he did before, but you need to exit again right now. Alice, you gotta go. You can drive. You can take Jack's car. You have to go to headquarters, okay? You've been there before. You need to.
Just get the. She's trying to tell you.
Listen, I've always known.
Okay, good. That makes sense. Yeah. The hell was that? Yeah, so why isn't she running? Like, why? Like, I don't understand. Get in the car and drive, maybe? I don't. Her motivations and, like, her, like, does she have any kind of, like, inner thoughts at all? Like, it's so weird. Yeah, you can't outrun that car. And you certainly can't outrun that car in that kind of car. So is she just a really bad driver? Like, you could not, that car could go so much faster than those other heavy cars like that. Like, and they're clearly vintage cars. So, like, that's like, I don't want to say it's a muscle car, but that's a racing car. Like, there's no way they could catch up with her if she had any ability to drive whatsoever. Oh.
Stupid man.
Oh, twisted it. Okay. Goodness.
It's my turn now.
Oh. She gets to be in charge, huh? Was she there willingly too? Is that what? Why is she stopping? Keep running. Like, what? Okay, so what are you doing? Try to get in. Okay, I guess. So yeah, that could have been good. And there are parts of it that were, like, visually, it's a beautiful film. But the story construction, the building of tension, it's just completely off track. It actually reminds me of Baz Luhrmann's Elvis in that the filmmaker, in this case Olivia Wilde, tried more to make a film and show that they were a good director than actually just telling a story. And there are clear influences here from what are really good movies, but the influences taken, I think, were purely visual. Like, there are shots taken directly from Tarantino or from Hitchcock, but the meat to back it up and make it emotionally gripping just isn't there. This movie has been done, and it's been done many, many times, and way better. And if you want a movie about someone stuck in a fantasy that turns out to be a nightmare that they have to escape from, just watch The Firm. Like, oh, I do still love Florence Pugh. And if it wasn't for her acting, I think this movie would have been kind of insufferable. But there was way too much time just spent teasing the idea that something wasn't right in this perfect world. And it's literally the entire first half of the movie. Like, we've seen movies like this. We know the perfect world contains something sinister going on. Like, it always does. Of course there's something not right here. And then she can, like, it takes her an hour to figure out that something's not right. And then she confronts the main perpetrator right in front of everyone. Like, I don't know. The fun of these movies is watching the main character figure out what's going on. Like, looking for allies, failing to find them or finding them, making sure that the main bad guy doesn't see their knowledge on their face before they figured out how to get out of it without getting caught or outright killed. It's fun to see those wheels turning. And like I say, the firm, because Tom Cruise is so good at that. But Alice doesn't seem to have any actual wheels turning. Like, she's just reacting with no greater purpose or wisdom. Like, there's no subtext to her. There's no guile to her. It's like she doesn't hide her inner thoughts at all. Like, do none of these stories exist in her real world? Or is the point of, like, is like being a busy doctor means she can't possibly have seen any of these movies to foresee what's going to happen when the bad guy realizes that she's figured out what's really happening? Like, I feel like doctors are really good at functioning under high stress levels. So why didn't that carry over into this world at all? And why would a doctor be so broke and dating a lame guy like Jack to be put in the position to be controlled like this in the first place? Like, none of that backstory is provided to make that believable and to make their relationship in the real world that they were showing make much sense at all. There also seems to be a very half-hearted attempt to say something about feminism colliding with male fantasy and incels and toxic/fragile masculinity, but like, the director's too focused on creating pretty shots of Florence Pugh's face looking concerned and stunned to actually say anything about these issues with any real conviction. Like, they even soft-shoed the rapey nature of Alice and Jack's relationship by showing him pleasuring her instead of actually having penetrative sex with her, as though what he's doing to her, that makes it okay. Like, why not just go all the way with it and either show actual PIV sex as pleasurable and that they have a good sex life, as complicated as that might be in this situation, or just acknowledge that he's raping her? Like, it reminds me of Promising Young Woman from 2020, in that they were clearly afraid to just go balls to the wall with it and actually have one of the main characters like do what might be construed as horrible things, lest they, as women filmmakers, be called extreme or something. I don't know. I'm starting to see a troubling pattern of pulling back from discussing real issues from a specific point of view in movies that focus on female characters, and that it's making me sad. Like, I want a female taxi driver. I want Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn to go crazy. I want a female Reservoir Dogs. I want more Thelma and Louise. If you're not going to rip the Band-Aid off as much as Fleabag, like, don't even waste my time. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, all the things. Make sure to leave comments if you disagree with me. I'm fine with that if you want to disagree. Check out my Patreon for exquisite content. Click here to watch another of my reactions next. You guys are awesome. I love sharing movies with you, good and bad. So thanks for watching with me.